Hello, hello. Happy Sunday to you all. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Sunday. Hopefully you're enjoying soaking up some sun because it's beautiful outside, at least where I am in the Pacific Northwest. Seriously beautiful today. So let's see here. I'm going to see who is here with me. I know sometimes it takes a minute for people to come on. So I'm just going to give you guys a minute to join me and to hop on and to join the StreamYard stream on Facebook here, and then I'm also on YouTube as well. So I'm going to see, make sure, check here as well. So I don't see anybody here with me yet, but I know it takes a minute. Well, actually, no, I see one person. It doesn't tell me who you are, but I see one person here. So hello, whoever you are. Good to see you. So all right, just going to give it a minute, see who's here, see what kind of questions you may have. And then also too, hey Ronnie, good to see you. Good to see you. I was just in Trader Joe's. What was it? Yeah, yesterday, because I was like, oh no, not yesterday, Friday. I was in Trader Joe's on Friday. Yesterday was Saturday. I was there on Friday. So and hey Sharon, good to see you. So one thing too, I just wanted to kind of bring to your guys' attention. I'm sure you guys are aware of it, but with the 4th of July coming, actually where I live, I see, the 4th of July stands already starting to pop up, and it says that they're going to start selling fireworks on June 28th. So I know, technically there's certain regulations of when people can let them off, when they can't let them off, and all of that. But that doesn't mean that people always follow that, right? People don't always follow that. So anyway, with that being said, I want to remind you guys, and I'm going to do some sharing about it, and maybe put together something to help with that. The 4th of July and your pets. And hey, Kathy, good to see you. So, it's not too early to kind of start preparing to be like, okay, like what kind of options, do I need to kind of get on board to help my pets with, the 4th of July, be it, get a, hey, Lisa, good to see you. Be it get like a, a pharmaceutical kind of thing to help relax them from the vet, or maybe like a pet-friendly CBD chew or Bach Rescue Remedy for pets, or there's this stuff called Composure that can help too. There's so many different things that can help with the 4th of July. So yes, I know Bach Rescue Remedy is great too. Yeah, and they have the pet formula, and it's really great. So I was thinking of doing, I was like, maybe I should do this. Is hey Lee, good to see you. Putting together maybe like a little like an hour or so kind of little like 4th of July class, like tips and tricks to help for you and your pet for 4th of July, and maybe like tune into some specific pets to like people that join the class to see if they have a specific question for their pet, and I could give insight into what will help them for the 4th of July. So I was thinking of maybe doing something like that. I was pondering that. So there's that. So let me know if you're interested, and I'll make sure you know about it. And Ronnie says Highlands homeopathic calm or nerve formula is great. Awesome. I have not heard of that one. Good to know. Thank you. And hey, Emmy, good to see you, Emmy. And good to see you, Julie, as well. And Julie says hello to everyone. And you said our friend Scott has a pot cake. So a pot cake dog. I've never heard of that kind of dog named Jilly. He feels bad when Julie backs up when someone comes forward to pet her. He apologizes. He apologizes and says she likes you, and I don't know why she does this. I told him maybe she's marrying him. His feelings told him I never slighted. She's so sweet. Any thoughts? She's 4 years old. So I'm going to get to that in just a second. I just want to see this thing really quick. Ronnie says, I have a full spectrum CBD oil that I make too. My dog loves it. Awesome, Ronnie. That's cool. Do you sell that to people too? Or is that just something you make for your fur baby? I'd be curious to know. Julie, what I get with Jilly is Jilly says, I amplify what my person Scott wants me to do. So, like what Scott sees me doing and how he sees me, that's how I am. And that's what I show. He triggers me and I trigger him. And it's like this whole anticipation thing. I get worked up, he gets worked up, and she's like, well, what should I do? What should I do? And she says that he could help with more confidence for her. Like if he shows more confidence and is like, hey Jilly, like it's good, and he acts like it's no big deal and all of that, that will help her. Is what she's saying, is to do that, because she is in essence kind of like marrying him in a way. So she says that to look into that, and that will help to like look into like, hey, what can we do to really like help and see what we can do to kind of come back together in balance when that happens. So that's what I get for that. So great question, Julie, and good to see you. And Lee, Bernadette. So let's see here. You're welcome, Julie. You're welcome. And Lee says, can I ask why Bernadette pooped on the rug again? No, she just showed me. She just showed me last. Like, why not? She's like, I wanted to, and I wanted to get your attention, and you weren't giving me the attention on what I wanted, and it looked like a good place to go. So I just went there, and that's what I did. And she's like, why don't you look at what's going on with you when I do that? She says, and then she says also too, she's like, I kind of feel bad after I do it, like not really bad, but a little bit bad after I do it. So she says, like, do some reflection, and she says that will help to figure out why she's doing it, is what she says. Oh, Bernadette. Oh, my goodness. And hey, Michelle. Good to see you. Happy Sunday to you. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I know I have Lisa, Ronnie, Julie, Michelle, Lee, Emmy. Who else? I just want to make sure I don't miss you. Anybody? Kathy. I always like to say hi to all of you, and Julie, because I like all of you on here. It's so fun to connect with all of you. So, and then yes, Bernadette does love attention, Emmy. That is definitely for sure. She for sure does. And then you're so welcome, Julie. And then Lee says, tell her she's a pain in the butt. Laugh out loud. Actually, I'll tell her. Thanks, Shauna. She says, yeah, why don't you take it up with me? She's like, do that. She's like, why don't you take it up with me? She's like, So, Bernadette. So, oh my goodness. And then, Ronnie says she does sell her CBD stuff she makes. Great for animals and people. 600 milligrams in the bottle, 20 milligrams per dropper full. Depending on the dog size, you would want to adjust the size. And she sells it for $35. Cool. Good to know, Ronnie. So if anybody's interested in that, you guys could reach out to Ronnie about that. That's cool that she does that and like that. Yeah, so definitely, like I was saying too, for those, the queen demanding of attention, that is Bernadette to a T, Lee to a T. So, like I was mentioning earlier too, before a lot of you got on, is, now's the time to, and hey, Sharon, I forgot to say hi to you. I don't know if you're still here too, Sharon. I was like, I feel like I was missing somebody, and Lisa, but it's never too early to start preparing for the 4th of July, because I know it seems like, oh my gosh, well, that's next month, I don't have to worry about it. But really, if you can kind of start preparing now, like, what can I do to help ease my pet for the 4th of July? Like, that's a really good thing to do, to, be like, okay, like, what kind of things can you do to help to, ease them and give them more comfort, or if you need to get a prescription from a vet, or, give them like an over-the-counter thing, just to kind of start to kind of have your plan, so you know what you're going to do, so it doesn't like hit you and you're like, oh my gosh, the 4th of July is here, and it's, a bunch of like loud ruckus and craziness and all of that. So definitely it's good to be prepared, right? So that's what I'm looking at doing for myself too, because I know Nugget and Coolip don't like the fireworks on 4th of July, and I don't really care for the fireworks either. So I'm trying to think of maybe like escaping for the day on the 4th of July. because it sounds like a war zone where I'm at, and it's way too much. Like, it's bad for people with PTSD, bad for the animals, bad for wildlife, bad for birds, and just everything. So it's like, I don't know why people have to like go and do that. I just don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm not a fan. So, but to each their own. Professional fireworks shows, yes, those are okay, but the other ones, I'm like, no. Don't be all like people getting drunk and lighting off fireworks. It's like, no, like, stupid. But anyway, to each their own. I'm not here to judge, but there's my little rant for the evening. So Ronnie has a question here. I have a multiple question about, right? I know, right, Lee? Oh, yes. Lee, it's harmful to bees too. It's crazy. I know. It just breaks my heart. It's like, why do people have to be like so selfish? And, you hear those people like, oh, it's only once a year. Well, you know what? Like, you know what I think about your once a year? It's like what is this? Like, it doesn't matter that it's just like once a year. It's like, it's like that still causes like damage and harm. So does that give you justification just because it's once a year? Like, no, it doesn't. So anyway, you can tell I'm very passionate about the subject of 4th of July. So yes. Oh yes, Emmy. Yep. I plan to do that too. Emmy says, I used to publish 4th of July tips, but I'm preaching to the choir, right? Yeah, right? Because we all know that are here, right? How do we get the message to a wider audience, right? I think we just all keep sharing about it, and we all collectively, individually share, because maybe a lot of people don't realize it, and maybe they don't think about it if they're not directly affected, and that's sad to say, but maybe people just don't really think about it because they're not directly affected. That's my only thought on that. But I'm going to get back to your question, Ronnie. Sorry. I love the information you provided and share about helping animals. Thank you, Ronnie. It's my passion. It's like, got to be here for the animals. So your question here, it's about your dogs that recently passed. What does my boy Blue and my girl Sati have to say? Sati passed on the end of February, and Blue passed May 5th. So much love. That's so hard when it's so close together like that, right? And I have Irie with me still. How can I make her feel good, happy, and safe? Now she's alone. So much gratitude for you, Shauna. Oh, so much gratitude for you too. Oh, sorry. I thought I heard something outside there. Sorry to be distracted. But anyway, I have squirrel brain sometimes, and that's just me. So, but I'm here still. So there you go. So anyway, I just heard something outside, and my dogs are in the other room, so they're not out there to by the window to alert me of like, hey, there's something going on. You need to pay attention to. So I have to pay attention myself. Goodness gracious. So what I get from Sati and Blue is like they like had that bond, and it's not that they didn't have the bond with Irie, but it's just like when Blue went, Sati was like, okay, like it's okay for me to go now too. And they're both looking over you and sending so much love. Blue and Sati are both looking over you and sending so much love and so much love. And Irie says, just to really have me like right next to you, and she's having me like touch the side of my leg and give me that extra comfort and be like, come here, Irie, and give her that extra little like nugs of it's weird that I'm saying that, like nuggets of like nourishment and affection. She says, give me like little extra like pets and love and like little extra time like this, and to go out more for walks and just sit and be and spend more time outside. She says that would help too, and maybe let me see some other dogs and all of that, and that will help as well, to give me like a little bit of time to have just not my time by myself, but to have time with other presences as well. That will help, so I can like look and be like, okay, cool, I can look and have time outside and have that would be really like helpful and beneficial to me to have that as well. And just that sacred time with you, and just reminding me like, I'm your girl, I'm your best girl, I'm your best girl, I'm your best girl. And to do that, and to give me like jobs to do that will help me too, to kind of like fill in those gaps and those empty spaces, that if I have that as well, that will that will really help me is what I get. And so much love, Ronnie. And just remember too to be gentle with yourself. And what I always like to remind people of is there's no time limit on grief, and then there's no rules on grief. We all process it how we process it, and just remember to, just be gentle with yourself and just know that it takes time. So there is that. So, and then Michelle, this is a good question too. I love all your good questions here. How is Zoe feeling? We had the grand pup for the day, just wondering how she's recovering. And she said, she just had me go like this, like, oh, she's like, okay, that was fun to like keep an eye on that pup. And like, I had a watchful eye and I got to play, but she's just like, oh, like she makes me want to like fall back in my chair. She's like, I'm gonna be really dramatic, and she was like, phew. She's like, that was a lot of work. She says that was a lot of work, and she's like, good girl. She says I was such a good girl. She's like, acknowledge what a good girl I was. Good girl. Good. Such a good girl. She says acknowledge that and just give her like that time to be like, good girl, Zoe, you did such a good job. She says just share that with me and remind me of that, of like what a good girl I was and how good I did. And she says that will really help if you just really give her that extra little bit of acknowledgement. She says that she would love that so much. And she's showing me, this is weird, and I have to say everything I pick up on. She's showing me like some sort of treat that's like a popsicle or like a pop cup. She's like, give me something special. Like something that's like mango. She's showing me. She's like, I deserve something special that's like mango flavored. So I don't know what that's all about. So there you go, Michelle. And you're so welcome, and good to see you again too. I haven't seen you in a while, so it's good to see you back. So good to see you. And then Ronnie, you are so welcome. I'm sad losing them, and I'm trying to be there for Irie. Can't say thank you enough. I know, and and then hey, Brenda, I haven't forgotten about you, just so you know. So you're so welcome, Irie, and just know too that you're so welcome, Ronnie, is what I meant to say. Just know, like, you and Irie are like going through that grieving process together. So she wants to like be there to support you as you support her. So you're supporting each other in that process, and you're doing that like for each other and with each other and all of that. And that's something that really really can help you both. So just know that and be with that. And then yeah, and you're so welcome. And just sending so much love, and just remember to be gentle with yourself, Ronnie. That's like the most important thing. And it's hard when we have that loss, and sometimes like journaling and writing about it can definitely be something that can be helpful as well. And even doing like meditation and just having them in mind. And sometimes that can be a way to kind of help us connect with them without like being in that like space of like, oh, I really want to connect with them. It just helps us to kind of like let go and be in a more neutral space. If we do it maybe in like a kind of like a meditative state, then that helps us to kind of be in a more like clear heart space. So there's that for you, Ronnie. Oh, and thank you, Brenda. I'm glad you're popping in to listen. And then Michelle says, laugh out loud. We have frozen treats with mango, and I think mango and raspberry. She's like, bring it on, is what Zoe says. She's like, share. She's like, share. She's like, share. And she's showing me to have your little one share. She's like, he'll share. And she's like, Dad will share too. She's like, Mom doesn't share as much, but they share more with me, is what she says. She's like, I can guilt them into sharing more. She says so. Oh, Zoe, I love her. She's so cute. So there's that. So, oh my goodness, you all are so much fun, and your fur babies crack me up. So I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything over here. I always like to pop in to make sure, and I don't think let's see here. I don't think I missed anything here. Let's see here. Perfect. I didn't miss anything. So there we go. Woo woo. And then Emmy says, a friend got a shallow plastic dish and filled it with marbles and water so bees could drink and not drown. That is amazing, Emmy. Oh my gosh. Like, I would have never, thought to do that. That is so cool, Emmy. So Lee, my friend Lee, are you on here? Did you hear about that? Emmy just said she got a friend got a plastic shallow dish and filled it with marbles and water so bees could drink and not drown. That is a great idea, and those should be everywhere for the bees, so they have like that access to water. That's amazing, Emmy. I love that your friend did that. It's fabulous. And who knows, Lee is so good with the bees, he might already kind of have something like that. I would not at all be surprised if he kind of had something like that or does something like that already. So there is that. Sorry here. So let's see what other questions you guys have. Oh my gosh, my hair is driving me crazy. But there's that. So Lisa, great question, Lisa. Does Chloe like her new duck toy? She says she does, but then she says she wishes like it was more like flexible with her mouth. She's like, there's parts of it that like I touch that like don't give as much as I wish they would give. So she's like, I wish that some parts of it like gave more like when I put it in my mouth, but she's like, I like the big like main meaty part of it, like the middle part of it. She says she likes that. She's talking about like the beak part of it. She's like, it doesn't give as much as I want it to give, but I like the middle part of it. So oh my goodness, Miss Chloe, I love that. So sweet. And then Emmy says they got bee supplies at the dollar store. I love that. I love the dollar store. You can get so much cool stuff at the dollar store. And speaking of the dollar store, so I needed a if I had it near me, I'd go hey Bev, good to see you. I hope you're doing well too. Good to see you. So I needed a new broom, and so I went to the dollar store. And of course, you have to like buy everything separate. You have to buy like the broom handle and the broom and all that stuff separate. But what's cool is I found this broom that has like these kind of like silicone kind of like rubbery kind of bristles, and let me tell you, that is like amazing with pet hair. And what's really cool is I got a new dustpan that the handle on it is like as long as the like as my broom handle too. So then when you like sweep everything up into there, it's like you don't have to bend down, and then you can just like chuck it in the trash like really easily. So I was like, oh my gosh, the best steal ever for all of that. Like, and if I would have got like that stuff separate, like somewhere else, it probably would have been just like $8 for the broom and then like another like $5 for the, whatever. But it was like $1.25 for both handles, and then for the end of the broom, and then the end of the dustpan. So I'm like, hey, perfect. So God, I love the dollar store. You can get cool stuff at the dollar store. It's pretty amazing. So just saying. So there is that. And hey, Melinda, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. So good to see you. And let's see here. I'm going to see what other questions come up here. What other questions kind of pop in here? I'm just going to give it a minute. You can tell. Look at that. My face. I got some sun today. Woo woo. So I love that. So hey, Tina, good to see you. I hope all is well in your world. So, see here. See what other questions people have here. And then also, too, I know I keep mentioning this, too, but remember, even though it's June 11th, the 4th of July is just around the corner. So just, make sure you kind of have a plan in place for that. I know like this is like the third time I've said that, but I think it's just so important. So there's that. Oh, thank you, Ronnie. Blessings to you too. I'm so glad that you could join in. And thank you for that. I'm grateful for you for tuning in too. And I hope you have an amazing dinner. Like hopefully you're going to go get something yummy and delicious. And thank you for spreading the word about what I do too. Like that means so much to me, because really, truly, like with what I do, like word of mouth, the more people that tell people that they know about it and all of that, like that truly makes like such an impact and such a difference, and is so helpful when people do that, when they really like spread the word. It really means so much to me. So thank you so much for that. And like all of you that, spread the word or who have referred people to me, like anything like that, that just means so much to me. So thank you so much for that. So there's that little like side note caveat there. I just wanted to share that. So see here, see what other questions kind of come in here. I'm gonna give it a minute here. And it's so good to see you all. I just love connecting with you all. And I think I am gonna do, like, I was thinking about doing maybe like a little like impromptu like tips for the 4th of July class. So there's that. So yes. Oh my gosh. Please, Brenda, spread the word. Thank you. Like, because that really means so much. Like, if people, tell people they know about me, especially because a lot of people don't know that, like, this is a thing that could help them and the pets in their life. So, oh, thank you. Yeah. So all of that. So yes. Oh, thank you, Brenda. Yeah. So it means so much. So there's that. So there you go. I'm going to see what other questions pop in here. And I'm finally now getting used to the webcam on my computer. I need to replace like my real webcam. So with this, like, I can't like move it like I could my regular webcam. So there's that. Oh, thank you, Brenda. I'm grateful for you too. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Appreciate that so much. So I'm going to see what else comes here. See what other questions come. So let's see here. I'm going to see what other questions kind of come through. Thanks for bearing with me here. Bum, 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 bum. So grateful for you all. So there's that. So as I do a little so there's that here. I'm going to see what other questions come through, but it's still like looking outside. It's still like really light outside. So a lot of people still might be enjoying like soaking up the sun, or sometimes I know like in the summertime, maybe, people eat maybe like a later dinner and all of that. So, ooh, Emmy, I like the way you think. Emmy says, you know what might be cool? 1-minute videos that your followers could share. Each video gives one 4th of July tip. I like that. That is a great idea, Emmy. Thank you. I think I'm going to take that idea and run with it, because last year I did like some posts with different 4th of July tips, and that was good. I'll still do like posts and stuff too, but I think like little videos too definitely make an impact too, because then that's something somebody can watch, and then they can connect with that on a different level, so to speak. So that's great. So thank you so much, Emmy. You got my wheels turning, my wheels in my head are turning. You got my head thinking. So thank you, Emmy. So yes, maybe each tip is from an animal. Ooh, I like that. I'm sure as you said that, like Nugget just popped into my head. Nugget's like, I got some tips to share, because she's like, I ain't liking the 4th of July. She like does not like it. It's just it just breaks my heart for her and Coolip. I mean, Coolip doesn't like it, but and Coolip's more stoic about things, where Nugget is more, really sensitive to things. So that's really hard for her. So I like that idea. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Emmy. Emmy says, because your presence is electric. Oh, thank you, Emmy. You're so sweet. Thank you. So, I just love you all so much. Oh, look at that. Now there's like 4 people on here. I know it just, depends on the Sunday. Sometimes, we all have like a lot going on and we might not be here. I'm going to see what other questions you may have, because I feel like my dogs in the other room, my fur babies, are like, okay, like we need attention, or like we need some stuff from you right now. I feel Nugget and Coolip saying, they're like, we need some stuff from you right now. They're like, come on. They're like, Come on, I hear them. They're like, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Dun, 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 dun. So there's that. I know. I'm like I don't know. I'm just such a random kind of gal. That's just me. So there's that. So I think I might just like wrap it up early because I don't. Ooh, yes, I agree, Bev. So Bev says the fourth is the worst for animals that don't understand. Is there anything we can tell them to make them feel better? Yes. So really, like the thing that I recommend. Oh, and hey, Erica, good to see you. The thing that I recommend the most is like focus on your presence with them, like during the 4th of July, right? So really focus on like, hey, you know what, like don't put too much emphasis on like, oh my gosh, like all those loud booms out there, oh my gosh, like oh, like it's so crazy, blah, blah, you know, like all of that energy. Like the more we kind of just come from like a like, you know, calm centered space, like we don't put too much attention on like all the like you know, craziness, where we just kind of say like, okay, like it's just a fireworks, like the less of a big deal we make it, that's what really helps them. So like the less of a big deal we make it, and then we can just reassure them like, hey, you know what, like it's okay, and just let them know like, okay, you know, like it's only going to last like this much longer. It's only on this day. Like tomorrow's going to be different. And just, you know, give them some like calming music, like distracting TV, like Brenda's saying too. That's a great thing too. Like a fan, soothing noise and music and all of that to help them is like a really cool thing, and to give them like a distraction too. So then the less they're sitting there focused on it, because the more we're focused on it and the more they're focused on it, that's when it's like, you know, like makes it worse. So there's that. So there is that right there. And then yeah, so hopefully that helps, Bev, because that's a great question. Because it's like the 4th of July is like one of the worst holidays for, you know, people with PTSD and for pets and for wildlife. And you know, when I used to work at a couple of humane societies, the day after the 4th of July was awful because there'd be so many people like, I lost my dog, I lost my cat, and it's heartbreaking because in those circumstances, you know, they can have that like fight or flight mode. So the more like positive energy and the less emphasis we put on the crazy fireworks, that can definitely help. So hopefully that helps there. Let's see here. And Erica says, can I get a message please from my felines, Foster, Buddy, or Reuben? What they're showing me is they're showing me like one of those things. It's like the paddle balls, right? The little paddles with the balls that go boop, 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 that you could like paddle. And the like it had the ball has like a little string and it's like goes boop, boop, boop. It's like a little paddle. They're like showing me like we want like a thing with like movement, like boop, 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 boop. That they want that. They're showing me like cat tennis. So whatever that's about, that's what they're showing me. And I know that sounds really weird, but that's what they're like cat tennis or cat badminton is what they're showing me, which I know that sounds crazy. But that's what they're showing me is that. So, oh my goodness, Erica, so funny. And let's see here. Yes, and exactly, Brenda, good to turn on a fan. It makes a soothing noise too, and music. I agree 100%. Great idea there. And I mean, I know, right? Funny, Erica. I'm like, okay, because they're showing me like this. They're like, boop, boop, boop. We want to watch something go boop, 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 like ping pong, even too. They're like, that's what we want to watch. So there's that. So it's so funny. Yes, you're so welcome, Erica. You're so welcome. And then yes, hey Lexi, good to see you. So Emmy says now it's time to promote microchipping in time for the 4th. Yes, absolutely. So 2 things with that. So if your pet doesn't have a microchip, it's good to have one because the thing with a microchip is it's always there. Like it may like migrate to a different part of their body, but it's always there. It's always there. Like it doesn't disappear, right? Like a collar could come on or off, but a microchip is always 100% there. And then also the other thing with microchips that's really important is, and it's an easy thing to overlook, right? Because life gets busy and all of this, but if you move, right, you want to make sure to update your microchip. So if you move, and then also too, you want to make sure that the microchip company has like all your correct information, like your address, phone number, email, and all that, and the correct information for the pet. And sometimes certain microchip companies, you can like attach a picture of the pet. So just make sure all the information is correct, current, and all of that, and updated if it needs to be updated. So if you haven't got your pet a microchip, aside from getting it done at the vet, a lot of like local like humane societies sometimes have microchip clinics, or sometimes pet stores, different organizations like that might have like a microchip clinic. I know the Humane Society I used to work at, they had this special like $20 microchips sometimes. So there's that. So definitely something that's really valuable. So there's that. So, and so good to see you too, Lexi. I'm going to get to your question in just a second here. Sorry, like get on my little tangents of all that stuff here. And then Emmy says, I tried to groom the mini horse Sammy today, but he wandered off. What would make him accept me and the brush? He says to just to maybe put the brush behind your back and focus on like connecting time with me as well. And then kind of like slowly bring the brush out, but focus on spending some connecting time with me instead of like trying to like go get right like into it. Like spend some time with me and connecting with me. And that if you do that, that will really help as well, is spend some time connecting with me, because it's that connection that's really important as well. So don't forget the connection piece is what I get there with that. So yes. So hopefully that helps, Emmy. And thank you, Emmy. Emmy says, great microchip info. Everyone needs this. Thank you. I agree. It's so important. So yes, I'm a big advocate of microchips. So there is that. And then, Lexi. So Tinkerbell is like what she's showing me to show you. She's had me go like this. She says that she blows you kisses. She's like, and then she's showing me like little like gold dust. She's like, especially like right now, like I sprinkle gold dust to you and I send you gold dust. And then I'm sending you so much love. And I want you to look at, she's showing me like the shaky thing that like is like a dancer or something that moves, like it has like little, like a snow globe kind of thing. She says she wants you to like focus on that and spend more time like connecting with that piece of her, because that's like she showed me that thing that's like that touchstone that's like a connection with her. She says spend some time connecting with that thing that's in your room. Like she showed me that's in your bedroom. That's like that touchstone piece with me. She says spend more time with that. It's like something that she makes me think that's like a ballerina that spins, like that's like Tinkerbell. So whatever that is, she says spend more time connecting with that and like the little gold dust. And she's like, and what she says with her kisses is she sends like little like sprinkles of like gold flickers, like little gold flickers, because she's making me look at something that's over here that's like gold. So she's like gold flickers, gold. And you're so welcome. And she loves you so much too. And remember, Lexi, you can always call on her presence, because really, it's that different kind of energy. They're just with us. Their presence is always with us, and it's just in a different way than we're used to. And then, Lexi says, I've been having a hard time lately in life, lots of heart pain. Lexi, so much love. And what Tinkerbell is showing me is she's had me go like this. She says, just spend some time. And she's had me close my eyes, which I know is like really crazy right now. And she has me like kind of have my my feet up, like kind of where I'm on like my tippy toes here. And she's having me like have it like just where I'm like connected. So it's like my legs are kind of spread apart. And then she's had me like go like this and close my eyes and kind of give myself a little hug. She's like, and she's just having me do like this and just sit here. And I know this is weird for me to do this on the live, but She says, just sit here and breathe, and breath to breath and heart to heart, breath to breath and heart to heart, and connect with me as you breathe. My breath is connecting with you still, and feel that space and let that like fill your container with love. She says, fill your container with love that I have for you. And she showed me like a little jar that like it opens up, this like little glass jar that has like little like gold stars, little gold angels, like little gold, like little gold dust, like little gold confetti, and open up that jar and fill up that jar so you know that her love is always filled up with you. So maybe if you find like a little jar, you can like go to a craft store and you can get some like gold glitter or something like that, or gold confetti, and put that in there, because she's like, fill it up, and just know it's like always there for you to open and fill it up more, and that nobody can take your sparkle or your glitter, and that I always have your back with that, and that I always am in your heart space with that. So hopefully you're able to catch that, Lexi, and hopefully that helps. And yeah, and then you can always go back and listen to the replay of this too, because Tinkerbell says she wants you to like be with that and know that I'm sending you so much love too. So much love. So, and there's no time limit on grief too. So just remember that as well, right? No time limit and no rules. So I'm not like a big fan of rules anyway. I just kind of make up my own rules. That's just how I am. So there we go. And you're so welcome. And thank you, Lexi. Thank you. And you're so welcome. Happy to help. Happy to help. And then Emmy says, thank you. You're welcome, Emmy. Emmy says, I get distracted by all the horses and volunteers. I'm concerned for my safety too. I'll center myself and see if that helps. And it's funny. So like, right as I'm reading that from you, Emmy, what I get is like this. So just center yourself. So maybe you could go like this and just be like, okay, whew, I'm centered. And just be like, you know what? Like, I'm just focused on what's like in my presence at the moment. I'm not focused on this or that or this or like, oh, like all this stuff over here. I'm focused on what's on in my presence right now, and being in the moment of my presence. And that's what I'm focused on, is the moment of my presence. And hopefully that helps, because trust me, I get distracted so easy like that. But it's just all we can do is just work on it a little bit at a time, and to help with that distraction. And so hopefully that helps there, Emmy. So much love to you, my friend. And hey, Sylvie, I forgot to say hi to you. Good to see you, friend. So let's see here. I'm going to see what other questions come through. I'm glad that I'm on here right now so I can connect with all of you. I love it. And hey, Amisha, good to see you. And hey, Shelly, good to see you. And you're all so welcome. I love connecting with you all. Like, this is like one of my favorite things ever, is connecting with you all on Sunday nights. I just love it so much. It just like, it fills my cup and fills my heart with joy to just connect with all of you and your fur babies. And it just I'm so grateful to be able to do what I do. It really means so much to me. So there's that. So I'm going to see what other questions you may have. I'm going to give it a moment to see kind of what else comes through here. Dun, 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 dun. I know sometimes it takes a minute, right? So let's see here. I'm going to give it another minute, because I'm so glad that I'm like here, because I'm so glad to be able to connect with Tinkerbell for you, Lexi, because I just could feel the importance of that. So that's good. So glad you tuned in, and I'm just sending you all so much love. So let's see if I have any other questions come through. I always like to kind of give it a moment. So let's see here. Give it a moment and see if I have any other questions. I love that. Amisha says, Kona. Oh my gosh, Kona is doing so awesome with acupuncture and shockwave therapy. That is awesome. Yay. I'm so happy to hear that. He's like, zoom. Like, I love it. It's fantastic. And then, thank you, Emmy. And then Misha says, would love to know how Callie is doing. She seems down sometimes. She says that she's like, I want some like extra little bits of love. And she's showing me like, if you like touch her like little sides and go boom, boom, and go boom, boom, and like give her like a little head start and go boom, boom, and like, let's go run and let's go play, and give her like that little like boom, boom, and that little extra like Cali time. She says like some extra Cali time for me, and that little like boom, boom, boom on my sides. She says that will help her and that will make my heart feel amazing. If you do that, go like the boom, boom, boom for me. She says the boom, boom, boom. So, she says a little extra of that like will mean so much to her. So she says if you could bring that in, because she says that's why she's down, because she's like, give me she says sides of her body. She's like not her neck, but like the sides of her body. So like the middle part of her body. She says like that kind of middle part of her body on the sides. So like the middle part of her body on the sides, do that boom, boom, boom. So imagine like this is like her let's see if I can do this here. The middle part of her body. Let's see if I can do this with my hand, right? Okay, so this is the middle part of her body right here. Just like she's like boom, 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 that little middle part. But then she'll go woo, woo, to do like little like fun little like jumps and jaunts. She's like, I want to do that. So if we go boom, 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 to kind of get her like all started and get her like all revved up. She's like boom, 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 boom. So like with like underneath like the sides of her fur there and her sides of her body, just go boom, 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 to kind of to get her all revved up and get her all going. She says she's like, let's go, 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 go. So hopefully that helps Amisha. Oh my goodness, I love her. Oh my goodness, she cracks me up, Callie. And she says you and her are like so connected. She says she's really connected to you. And she says she's like really connected with your son too. And she says she's really there to help like support your son too. That she like when she has stuff going on too, she's there to like give extra support to your son too. Because he like is popping into my head too. So there's that. And you're so welcome. Yeah, she is funny, right? She is funny. She's like the perfect dog to like come into your world. And I'm so glad you have her. And yeah, you said yes, she loves him so much, your son. Yeah, she's like showing you they're so connected and they like amp each other up and they support each other, and there's just like love, like so much love with them. And she loves all of you too. Like I'm so glad that you have her. And bless your heart for like helping her, because I know she needed to find those like perfect people, and you guys were those perfect people for her. Like, it's awesome. So I love to see, I get like tears in my eyes. I love it when to see that happen. It's so beautiful. And you said I got a cuddle cloned for him so he can cuddle with her. I love that. Oh, that's so perfect. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's amazing, Amisha. I love that. So there's so many cool things out there like that. And hey, Jen, good to see you. Long time no see. I hope that you and your girls are doing well. And hey, Kathy, good to see you. I hope that all is well today. I hope it's better. It's going better today than it was yesterday. I hope the day today is better than it was yesterday. So hopefully that's the case there, Kathy. And also great to see you too, Jen. I'm like, Jen, oh my goodness, long time no see. So good to see you. Like we've known each other for, oh my gosh, like so long now. I don't even know how long it's been, but it's been a minute, right? So it's good to see you. So I just love the posts you do of your dogs. They're so cool. So oh no. Let's see here. You say Izzy had a red flag on her blood work, and I'm concerned. She says just like I know, right? Years and years, Jen, right? So what she's showing me is like to just kind of just imagine that red flag, because she's showing me it's like this, like it's like the needle like is just a little bit over. And it's her heart. Okay, like the needle's like a little bit over where it's supposed to be. So just keep imagine it being like this. And she says, do some like she's having me go like this. Do some like heart work with her, and imagine her heart is in your hands here, and you're just like, like sending some calm vibes to her heart, and just imagine those chambers and everything flowing good, and just like surround her heart with love, and just like, okay, like it's good, and just keep seeing that. And like I feel like too, I would check to see, I feel like there's a like some sort of supplement that starts with an M and ends with an E. And I don't know what that is, like some sort of like, make me check with your vet, like some sort of Chinese medicine kind of supplement to help to like support her heart. So I would check in to see what kind of like medication, because it's an medication with like an M name, like an M-E name medication. So like an M-E name medication to kind of help with her with that. So I would check with your vet to see kind of what like holistic medicine there is, and what kind of homeopathic medicine too. And just like imagine that you're holding the chamber of her heart as well. And she says that will help as well. So yeah, and I'm glad you're researching the homeopathics too. And oh, okay. Yeah, and she says just keep seeing it go down in little increments. So like, okay, it's 9:40, see it 9:35, see it at 9:30, then 9:25, and then 9:20, and then 9:15, and then 9:10, and 9:05, and then 900, and just back down to where will be the good range. She says like, let's just do those little like baby steps, and like let's just have that. And I don't know if you can do this. I would check with your vet, but I know you do like acupuncture stuff. And I don't know if you do it with pets at all, but like do stuff like surrounding, like around her heart. So like do something like with like helping and surrounding around her heart as well is what I'm getting will really help as well. So yeah, and you're so welcome, Jen, and so much love with that, with your little, with your Izzy wigs. I know how much you love your Izzy. So so hopefully that helps, and hopefully that brings some like clarity and insight. And I'm here for any support you need. Okay, cool. You can do that energetically. Yeah, she just showed me, just like imagine there's like just her heart is surrounded, and just she's like, we got this. She's like, we're magical. And I know your stuff is magical. You do, and you're so welcome, Jen, because I remember like years ago when you worked on me from a distance, like I felt so bad. Like you probably remember this, is like I was so relaxed. So Jen was doing some stuff for me like at a distance, and I totally like freaking fell asleep on her on the phone. Like I totally fell asleep, and I was like, oh gosh. And then I like, got back and then called her back, but you brought me into like such a peaceful, like calm, amazing space. So yeah, you remember that, right? So just like use that power, sister. Like you got that power, like, so use that because that's like the energy that I'm seeing. Like what, I don't know if you remember what it was you did with me there, but like that's the presence that you can bring, and you do bring to help that like center and like like revitalized calm. So yeah, and then see what kind of like M name medication or like supplement, because I keep seeing like an M name medication or supplement too. So there's that. You got this, sister. And then for some reason, and I feel like this is for you, but I feel like it might be for Callie too. And I feel like this is just an overall general one. And of course, like check with your vet, of course, like to make sure. But turkey tail is like a great supplement, and that's like just like a mushroom blend, and it's great for immune support. So anybody that gives their pet that, of course you want to check with your vet, make sure it's okay. And also too, like it's making me think too, there's a book by Dr. Karen Becker called The Forever Dog, and I haven't got it yet, but I know she's like a wealth of like amazing information, so might want to check that out as well. And so much love, Jen, so much love. So let's see here. And then let's see here. Kathy says, Abby's been coughing a teeny bit, not much. Don't think it's a big deal though. Oh, cool. You get Karen's emails. Awesome. I love Karen Becker. She's awesome. So if you guys haven't followed her, check her out. She's amazing. And I would love to interview her sometime. So maybe you guys could hold the vibe for that for me. That'd be cool. So you're so welcome, Jen. So Kathy says, Abby's been coughing a teeny bit, not much. Don't think it's a big deal though. I contacted a rescue for her just in case after what happened this weekend. Oh, so much love, Kathy, because I know that's not an easy thing. And no, I'm here for like any support and insight you need. And what I'm getting from Abby is it's like a stress reflex, because like all that like big stuff that happened that's related to stress. So just imagine like, okay, clear, 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 and just imagine clear, 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 clear. And imagine that, and that will help. But what she's showing me is it's like related to stress, and it's on that like right side of her throat. So just be like clear, 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 clear is what she's it's what she's showing me. So hopefully that helps you. And so much love, so much love. So hopefully that helps. And yeah, you guys are also welcome. Oh my goodness. I love this. This is like really like one of the highlights of my week is connecting with you all on Sunday nights. I love it so much. And it's so neat to just be able to connect with you and your fur babies. And it just means so much to me. So there's that. And then I get to like see like, see who's going to pop in. And it's always really fun to see that. And you're so welcome, Kathy. Oh, thank you. You're so welcome. And, and you're awesome too, and just remember too, I don't know why I feel like I want to say this, but I'm just going to say it. Sometimes we're like the conduit to help a pet too. So sometimes they may come into our life to have us help them find like, the perfect fit for them, right? So sometimes we're that conduit to help with that. So I don't know why I felt like I needed to say that, but I just feel like I wanted to say that because sometimes I do believe that can happen. Sometimes we help open up the doors for them and help them. And then like, sometimes it might be like, oh, hey, this is like the perfect person for them because they have this that they can offer them. So, sometimes that can be a thing that can happen, right? So there's that. So I just wanted to bring that up. I don't know why. I just always like whatever I'm guided to bring up and share. I always like to do that. And then also too, like sometimes too, like even like rescue groups can help us to give us insight into like certain types of breeds too, and give us insight of like, hey, like, have you tried this, or this could help with this breed too. So sometimes that can help too. And I feel like for you, Kathy, I feel like, cause I get that, because I know you're bonded, and I feel like she wants to be with you too. Right. So I know that's like, a hard thing, Kathy. So they might be able to give you some insights into like, because sometimes there could be like, specific things with like a certain breed that, certain, things that kind of can be overall the board over the, an overall thing that can help with them. They're of course all individual, but then there's certain characteristics. So they might be able to give you some, insights into like, hey, try this. And so hopefully that helps, Kathy, and just keep holding that vision of like, okay, like Abby, we're working this together. Like, and I feel like, she's still like, okay, like, oh, wow, like I do have this, like I am good here. And like, so she's still like, soaking that in and realizing that because she had a lot of trauma before. So just be like, okay, like her trauma's letting go, her trauma's letting go, her trauma's letting go. Like she's knowing that she's secure and she's full of love, which is what she has with you. So there's that. So it's like, she went from that other place to be like, okay, like now I'm here. So hopefully that helps, Kathy. So there's that. So, and Shelly says, Greg is doing better in the house, but still cries a lot. I'm sure he misses Casapina, but I haven't found her again yet. Oh, that's so hard. He says just keep showing him like, okay, this is the place, you're staying at now. And these are like your new friends in here. And then, and with Casapina too, she's like showing me this is really weird, but she's in like a different like portal of energy. She's showing me. She's just like, I'm in a different portal. She's like, boop, I'm in a different portal of energy. And that's all that the information that she's giving me is like, I'm in a different portal of energy. I'm in a different portal of energy and a different portal of like time and space that's different. So I don't know what that means, but Greg says just to give him that extra comfort and support and like an extra little like, blanket for him to lay on and give him comfort, like little extra comfort as I need like a little extra comfort. And that's what will help me is comfort. So, so much love with that, Shelly. So much love to all of you. I just love you guys so much. So, so there's that. I'm going to see what other questions come through. Let's see. I'm going to see many other questions come through. I'm going to give it a minute here. Oh, thank you, Jen. You too. Thank you. Oh, y'all are so amazing. So there's that. So this is just one of my favorite times of the week is connecting with all of you. It's like a great end of the week and a great start to like the next week to come. It's always so amazing. So there's that. So I don't think I see any other questions. I am gonna leave this here. This is my information to like set up appointments and stuff. And I am making a change. I haven't taken off my thing, but I'm making a change to the development group and the one-on-one mentoring. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know, and I will let you know the changes that I make with that. So there's that. But this is like the link to my email list and all of that other stuff on here too. So I'm just going to put that on here. And it does have like a donation link too. Like if anybody feels like compelled to do like I just do these for free, but if anybody feels compelled to do like a donation or anything like that, you can do that. It's not required, but if you want to, you can. I always like to put that out there. And then Emmy says, for some reason with Greg and Casapina, I see white wings. Interesting. Well, there you go. Interesting, Emmy. So there you go. So that's good. Maybe that could, yeah. So there you go, Shelly. And then Shelly says, I haven't heard from Phil for a while. How is she? Phil says, love, like soak up my love, and Phil's having me like touch and pat my belly and pat my legs. Like you can hear me like pat my legs and my thighs and pat my belly, like pat. I send you like pats of love is what Phil says. So there's that. So there is that. I'm so grateful for all of you. And I love too that you guys are all like, that you share like such cool information with each other, that like you guys just like, I feel like you guys all connect, and it's really cool to see you guys all connecting on here. And I love that so much. It's super cool. So you guys are the best. So let's see what other questions I have. I don't think I see any other questions or anything like that. So I think, let me see if I see anything else come through. I'm like, see if I see anything else come through. I'll give it a minute here. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So I don't see any other questions pop up, but know that I'm sending you all so much love. And I do this every Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Thank you. I know, right? It is cool to meet like-minded souls. I agree, Emmy. So I'm just so grateful for you all. So thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in to the live broadcast, or for listening to the replay. Like I said, I just love I just love connecting with you all. So thank you so much for tuning in. And like I said, I do this every Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So I'd love to see you back again, or definitely feel free to tell your friends about this as well. And then also too, I have this Your Monthly Pet Connection that's going to be the next one is June 22nd. It's $22, limited to 6 people. Everybody that comes on gets like a message from like a pet/pets. It's really cool. It's like everybody connects. So it's really neat. And it's on Zoom at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on June 22nd. And then I lead like a little meditation at the end too. And everyone is really different. And it's really cool to see what comes up. So there is that. So I love to have you join there. And I'm just going to wrap it up. So I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your evening and a wonderful week ahead. And thank you so much for tuning in. And bye for now. We'll catch you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.